For those of you that don't know me, my name is Tasha Marsalia, and I am the Executive Director of the Plainfield Shorewood Area Chamber of Commerce. I would like to welcome everybody for being here today. We really do appreciate it. It is an honor for us to be able to host this event and partner with the Village of Shorewood. Before we do get the event started, I would like to thank some of our sponsors that are here today. Our naming sponsor, Webb Chevy of Plainfield. Our food sponsor, Remax Ultimate Professionals of Shorewood. Our registration sponsor, Heartland Bank and Trust Company. And then you can hold your applause for all of these because there's quite a few table sponsors, but Lightways Hospice and Serious Illness Care, Callie Larson Real Estate, Edward Jones, Comcast, Shorewood Neighbors, State Farm Insurance, Rick Hakey, and Black Dog Distillery. If we could give them all a round of applause. And I'd also like to thank Corrigan's for allowing us to have this event here. This is an amazing space. For those of you that have attended in the past, we've done this event over at Del Webb, and so we could only have about 50, 60 people in attendance. So this is awesome to be able to have over 100 people here. So thank you so much for hosting us and allowing us to be here. Also, I'd like to go ahead before Mayor DeBold is introduced. I'd like to give an opportunity to thank my Chamber Board of Directors. If you are here, just stand up. I'm only going to read those of you that are here, so you should be here because I have you on the RSVP. But I've got Tracy Lane from Plainfield Public Library, Anna Hullinger from BMO Bank, Brian Salone with TR Miller Heating and Cooling and Plumbing, Eric Marsalia with National Softwash, Light Up the Burbs, and Northern Insurance, Tracy Ray Crow with Plainfield Shorewood Neighbors, Kristen Barisi with ServPro, Lisa Bahonik with CW Avery Family YMCA, Andrea Farrick with Joliet Junior College, and Adam Underhill with Edward Jones. If you could give them a round of applause, these are huge supporters of our chamber. And now I'd like to introduce my board president, Adam Underhill with Edward Jones.
Thank you again to Corrigan's for opening up their doors to us. This is a wonderful facility and we're thrilled to be here. I have the honor to introduce Mayor C.C. DeBold. He's resided in Shorewood for over 30 years. I didn't think you were that old, sir. Mayor DeBold's a graduate of Minooka Community High School, went on to attain his bachelor's degree in fire administration. He began his career as a firefighter at the Troy Fire Protection District and is now a long-tenured member of the Bolingbrook Fire Department. Mayor DeBold is also a local business owner of DeBold Services with excellent reputation for a variety of soil, trucking, and snow removal services. He was elected as trustee in 2017 to the Shorewood Village Board. He ran successfully for mayor in 2021 and in his third year of his first term. Mayor DeBold prides himself on listening to the community and showcasing Shorewood, where he has been instrumental in enhancing community engagement and providing responsible government with transparency. It's my honor to introduce to you Mayor DeBold.
Wow, third time we get to do this. It's still humbling every time that we get this opportunity. Before we get started today, I want to take an opportunity and thank a variety of the elected officials that have joined us today. So if we're willing to hold our applause, we actually got quite a few I'd like to get through real quick, please. Right out of the gate, first and foremost, Will County Executive Jennifer Bertino-Tarrant is here. Village of Bolingbrook, Mayor Mary Basta. City of Morris, Mayor Chris Brown. Village of Romeoville, John Noak. Village of Plainfield trustees, Callie Larson and Margie Benucci are here. Troy Township Assessor Kim Anderson is here. Joliet Junior College board members, Kelly Rodner Tonelli, Andrea Farrick, Maureen Broderick are here. Our Shorewood Troy Library has board members here, Karen Voidick, Kristen McGee, Artheta Reeder, Nicole Matlock. And it would behoove me to not acknowledge the board members from the Village of Shorewood that are here, Village Board members Trustee Tom Amos, Steve Brockman, Scott Selfridge, and Don Carroll here, and along with our village clerk, Lana Jakaitis. Without a doubt, I thank you to all the elected that are taking the time out of their days to come out here. And last but not necessarily least by any way, shape, or form, I do have to thank my wife for putting up with me for everything that I do and allowing me to serve the Village of Shorewood in the capacity that I do. She's very patient when different things come up, from meetings with residents to a meeting with our other constituents and along the way. So, thank you. So good afternoon and welcome to my third State of the Village address. Thank you to everyone who has come out to our new location this year. Corrigan's has had great success in the short time it's been open, and we are happy to have them in our community. I feel very confident that Shorewood is heading in the right direction. I still sometimes cannot believe that I'm privileged enough to be the mayor of this community that I grew up in, and I'm so proud to call home. Whether you are a resident or just visiting, we take pride in welcoming everyone and making everyone feel at home. I assure you that when I hear people hear what they want, hear what they don't like, and hear what we can do better, we are continually trying to fulfill the needs and requests of our residents to ensure everyone's voice is heard. With that, those people that are listening to that voice, sometimes I want to introduce our board members and acknowledge all of them, they get to hear some of those complaints and the triumphs and tribulations that come along those ways of trying to find solutions for all of our residents. And our board members include Trustee Tom Amos, Don Carroll, Tony Luciano, Steve Brockman, Rick Chapman, and Scott Selfridge. With our village clerk, Lana Jakaitis, everybody puts forth the time and effort to listen to those concerns of our residents. I won't lie, sometimes we make a decision that some residents don't like, but we're always trying to look out for the greater good of the whole. I can assure you of that. The behind-the-scenes folks, without a doubt, are our department heads, and I want to make certain I give them ample recognition as well. Our village administrator, Aaron Klima, our chief building inspector, Mark Dudash, finance director, Ann Burkholder, economic development, Natalie Engel, our parks department, Katie Fitzpatrick, police chief, Phil Arnold, public works director, Noriel Noriega, and our information technology director, Bill McCluskey. These folks are the backbone of not just our community, but every community. These are the folks that are behind the scenes doing the day in, day out task, trying to dig in, get the information for us as a village board to make the decisions to make our community better in what I like to call Showcase Shorewood. With that, from 2018 to 2023, the Village of Shorewood's EAV grew by 181 million. That's just over 31%. This increase is the result of new development and increasing property values in our town. Since the village's EAV has grown faster than the taxes levied, our tax rate has decreased over the past 6 years to 0.258. To give an example, the tax paid to the Village of Shorewood on a $350,000 home is $300. This is the result of a continually decreasing rate. The other thing to keep note, the Village of Shorewood does not have a park district. We operate a parks department within that same budget. So that's one less taxing line on your tax bill that operates within the Village of Shorewood. The village is proud to have been the recipient of 2 awards from the Government Finance Officers Association. The 2 awards are the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting and the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award. These awards are recognized by the village's financial transparency and represent the commitment on behalf of the village to issue financial reports in compliance with GFOA criteria. These accomplishments are the result of the village exercising fiscal responsibility to keep rates low as possible and provide top-notch services to our residents. Well, speaking of being financially, fiscally responsible, let's talk about this Lake Michigan project, right? The Lake Michigan Water Project is still ongoing and moving forward. As a quick refresher, in January 2022, our village board unanimously voted to become the third member of the Regional Water Commission, also known as the Grand Prairie Water Commission. The surrounding towns that have joined us are Shanahan, Crest Hill, Joliet, Minooka, and Romeoville. Together, we continue to design the water transmission system required to bring water from the city of Chicago down to our region. Financing plans continue for this project, which is expected to be about $1.45 billion. Our remaining partners have all received their water allocations from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources as we work to finalize the IGA between all parties. The first step of this building process has been awarded to Walsh Construction. They will be working on the Chicago Connection Facility, which will be the starting point to bring lake water to our region. That starts this summer. The initial price tag is $105 million. Few highlights for those of you that may not realize or may not know. This project's bringing approximately 30 miles of 66-inch diameter pipe, 65 total miles of pipeline to the different distribution facilities. Shorewood alone has to build a 5 million gallon receiving station and a pumping station at a price tag of $30 million. Our overall share of this project is $122 million. And all of that still based on our fiscal responsibility at 3 cents on the dollar. And in an effort to potentially receive some sort of grant money and to reduce the cost to our ratepayers, a few members of the Grand Prairie Water Commission and I went to Washington, D.C. to meet with our congressional representatives. I feel the meetings were successful. Now we have to see what they can do. It was very rewarding to be able to go to D.C. and have one-on-one conversations with our congressional representatives that represent all parties of the Water Commission, and to let them know and to hear them acknowledge and understand the importance of this project, not just for Shorewood, but for all 6 communities. This project will turn on water for over 250,000 residents right out of the gate. It's great to be a regional partner with this. I'm going to touch on our Public Works Department here. Our Public Works Department always has a lot of moving parts and is always ready to jump into action when needed. With so many projects and improvements happening around town, this department always steps up and pulls together to make Shorewood look and feel like home. River's Edge is our new 32-acre park. The property was cleared and mass grading is completed last year. And the master plan for this park will be phased in over the next few years as the budget allows. Phase A is in design with White Consulting for river access, a playground, pavilion, and the first portion of the trail network and the parking lot. We anticipate construction to begin this month. The village was awarded a $600,000 OSLAD grant for this $1.2 million project. This is the first of 2 OSLAD grants we've been awarded in regards to this park. There will be another phase of this project later next year. K-Crest Park received an upgrade last year. It's a 26-year-old playground here in town. It was demolished and a new playground equipment was installed. In addition, new basketball courts, exercise equipment were incorporated into the site. The upgrade was a much-needed enhancement to the community. And this builds into why our board is cognizant of the different parts of our community, just as any community. We all know the communities that we represent have older parts and newer parts. and not one part of our community is going to be neglected. We will continually pay attention and focus on our community as a whole. Last year, our new Public Works building was officially opened. All operations have been running smoothly out of the new location. In February of this year, the Public Works facility received the award for Public Works Project of the Year in the category of structures to $5 to $25 million. This recognition came as a welcome surprise when our main goal was to only build a new facility to house all of our personnel and equipment at a reasonable price point to our taxpayers. One of the ongoing jobs that our Public Works is responsible for is the maintenance of infrastructure. This is not an easy task, I mind you, and the hard work never goes unnoticed. Just to give you an idea of what our staff's responsibility include in the 8 square miles of the village of Shorewood. They maintain over 80 centerline miles of roadways, over 300 lane miles within the village of Shorewood. Public Works maintains over 100 miles of each water main, sewer main, and storm sewers. 18 parks are situated on over 200 acres of land within our community. That land that needs to be maintained on a regular basis. That includes 13 playgrounds, an 18-hole Frisbee disc golf course, 3 splash pads, tennis courts, pickleball courts, as well as basketball courts. And our Public Works facility, our Public Works is also responsible for setting up and taking down a variety of events throughout the year. The staff comes ready to set up activities for all the events, and I'm sure they're sick of me trying to add more and more. But I always want to acknowledge them that their work does not go unnoticed. Some of our upcoming projects for Public Works is our 5 million gallon receiving station. We're also eagerly awaiting the traffic signal to be installed at Route 52 and Windstone Drive. Hopefully construction will be started in the summer or fall of this year. In addition, our water and sewer main extension project of Route 52 is set to begin this summer or fall, which will allow us to allow our future development to the west, to help allow us meet objectives of our comprehensive plan. Our board, residents alike, some of you are here, sat through and helped us put together the comprehensive plan, which is our vision and our template that the board will use for the next 20 years. Of course, we'll refresh it along the way, but this is the different growth that everybody acknowledged, and our board and our staff constantly puts forth the due diligence to make certain we can grow at a reasonable and responsible rate and continue to showcase Shorewood. As I mentioned, this plan is used as our template for how we're going to grow over the next 20 years. While we expect most of our development to be single-family housing that will go as far west as the Aux Sable Creek, there are also possibilities for additional residential, commercial, and industrial developments throughout our comp plan. This plan also shows opportunities for business park development southwest of our current boundaries. As that moves forward, it is our intention to carefully design that area to mitigate impacts on our neighborhoods and to route trucks to the west with an extension of Mound Road, allowing them access to Ridge Road out to I-80. We know there's enough truck traffic out here. Nobody wants future trucks running through the neighborhoods anymore, right? So I assure you, the board has listened to you. We acknowledge that, and we will not put something in without putting forth the forethought and the time and the energy to make certain we're putting in responsible decisions. Transportation improvements that we're always looking forward to. There's a variety of ones coming up through IDOT that are coming forward right now. Route 52 and I-55 was the last one that just got wrapped up. As many of us are aware, it was painstakingly for the last year to get through that intersection. The interchange at Route 59 and I-55 is ongoing, and hopefully that's only another year before that's completely wrapped up. IDOT's working on Phase 1 engineering for the redevelopment of Jefferson Street from River Road to Hobel. So again, in the coming years, we will endure a long-term construction project of the redevelopment of Route 52, right through the middle of our town. We're really excited about the potential roundabout coming in at County Line 52. Many of you from the area understand how dangerous of an intersection that is. That is an intersection we have pleaded with IDOT with for the last year and a half, and we have been told that at this point, they believe we can get this done within the next 5 years due to the fact it's been deemed a dangerous intersection. I will continue to advocate to move this project along faster and faster as much as we can to get this intersection improved for us. Lastly, speaking of road construction projects, I apologize, the Route 59 bridge over the DuPage River is about to start. So as we're all aware, we've had a variety of headaches over the last few years. Just not going to stop right now, and I apologize. Lennar Homes has come to town, and they're moving forward with developing Town Center 2 and the Waterstone subdivision. Both of these new developments will bring new single-family homes, duplexes, and townhomes to the village. We welcome Lennar to the community, and we look forward to getting their final designs approved through our planning and zoning and board levels. There's always new businesses open in town, and it's always exciting to have a variety of the new businesses wanting to come to Shorewood. Here's a few that I at least want to make certain I acknowledge. Immediate Care built a new facility at Route 52 and Route 59, which by doing so, this opened up their existing facility to a pediatric-only patients facility, another way we're trying to serve our community. Making Sweet Memories is open. Not only do they bake cakes, cookies, and cupcakes, but they also offer decorating and cooking classes and other special events. Again, community-orientated. The Royal Tea Room just opened a couple of weeks ago, and so far has been a hit. Won't lie, haven't made it over there yet. I look forward to getting over there, but this business is all the hype right now, and I'm excited to have them here. Additionally, a few other businesses that opened are Corrigan's Pub, and thank you for having us here. Stained Glass and Gifts, 2 T's Boba, Route 52 Barbecue, Cheesecakes by James, and Express Med Spa are just a few of the businesses that have opened in the village this last year. It goes without saying our village is what it is, largely because of our devoted police department. Not only do they keep our community safe, but their involvement outside of the regular workday is greatly appreciated. The commitment and dedication that our officers have for the village is second to none. One of the events that our police department takes great pride in is our annual Law Enforcement National Night Out. Last year, over 500 people attended this event and enjoyed a night of fun, games, and genuine interactions with members from the public and the law enforcement community. The scavenger hunt and the foam machine were big hits, as well as the dunk tank, which I was lucky enough to be part of alongside our other officers. And for some reason, my wife was the first one in line at that one. Our Shop with a Cop program was a great success again last year. Through generous donations from individuals and companies in the community, the police department was again able to make Christmas a little brighter for 14 local children. Children and families were able to spend the day shopping with officers for presents for themselves and their families. It is amazing to see how naturally our officers interacted with the community and their families. Shorewood Police Department's instituted a drone program. Our drone program consists of 3 drones, 4 drone operators. They use these in other ways of helping keep our community safe. The drones are used to locate missing people, look for suspects in different crimes, and also assist with other agencies in similar searches. Our officers will also be able to use our drones at our events at the Shorewood Crossroads Parade, in addition to the Crossroads Fest itself. Last year was a record-breaking year into Shorewood in regards to the amount of money they raised for Special Olympics. Over $22,000 was raised by our police department. The state of Illinois alone has raised over $5 million for Special Olympics, making us the #1 fundraiser in the world. Officers participate in events such as the Polar Plunge, Plane Pole, Cop on Top, the annual Special Olympics Torch Run, and I'd like to remind you, none of this is mandatory. The police department chooses to do great things for other people on their own time. It's very unselfish and allows for others to see the dedication that our officers have for the community. I mean that. Our officers go out and do these events, not on overtime, not for some sort of comp bank buildup, but they go out on their own time, volunteering to represent our community. It's truly humbling to have that in a town of just over 18,000 residents and growing. As I've mentioned many times before, part of showcasing Shorewood is me bragging about all of our community events. I believe that a part of being a community is not just living in the same town, but coming together as much as we can. There is nothing better than gathering with friends, family, and neighbors to enjoy our events. We try to do a lot of that in Shorewood, and this has really made me appreciate Shorewood even more. Our Memorial Day celebration is May 27th at 9 a.m. We do this early enough so everyone can come out, pay tribute, and still celebrate the day with their families. Our weekly Party in the Park celebrations will continue to be on Thursdays in June and July, alternating between concerts and movies. Coinciding with this also is our Shorewood Artisan Market. It seems like each year this is getting bigger and bigger. Our Party in the Parks are a free event that we as a community put on, completely open to the public. And each year, these events get bigger. It's amazing at how many people, local residents from the neighborhoods, that just walk over to participate in this and appreciate the fact that the village is looking out, creating activities and opportunities for our residents. Shorewood Barbecue and Brews is back, June 1st. This is a relatively newer event for the village of Shorewood, but it seems to be gaining a lot of popularity, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. What can go wrong with beer and barbecue, right? All right, so our boat regatta this year is going to be July 13th. This is an event where we build boats out of cardboard and duct tape and see how long they can last with people inside. This event also has a band, food trucks, and other entertainment. Now, this year, I'll be reaching out to all the local mayors. I want to institute a mayor's challenge. I want to see how many municipalities we can get together to build a boat out of duct tape and cardboard, and how long they last in the water. We'll see. There will be more to follow, but I figured I'd give everybody a little bit of the clue now. But again, this is what community is about. We have to have the working relationships, not just with our community, but all of our neighboring communities. And this is how we do this. Team building, no different than when you're at work and working with your employers. We do the same thing at the government level. Team building. With that, after we see how long a mayor floats in a cardboard boat, we'll move into August, where we have our Crossroads Fest, which is put on by the Plainfield Short Area Chamber of Commerce, which is the first weekend of the month, and people from all over come out to enjoy this festival with live music, cold drinks, as the night progresses, even some dancing. Our October Brew Fest is the last Saturday in September, and we also run an Autumn Fest in October. At the end of the year, I think everyone has started looking forward to our holiday markets. The markets will be back again this year, December 6th through the 8th, from Santa to reindeer, holiday music and spirits, variety of food, vendors, and even warm nuts. It's always a great time. This is another Another event that we heard from our community with wanting ways of showcasing Shorewood. Community involvement. How do we showcase Shorewood? This is just another avenue that we're able to showcase and highlight the events that we can do within the village. Our technology department has been very busy updating and making improvements, and the changes have definitely been made. For the 7 to 10 people that may watch our board meetings from home, some of you may have noticed that the hum has stopped in the background. That is gone. Our IT department's also invested money into the redesign of our website. Board meeting agendas are now electronic and readily available online, as long as updated security measures to our network. And as I kind of move into one of my last things for this afternoon, I simply want to, and I'm proud to announce our newest development, which is a partnership between the Village of Shorewood and the YMCA. This is a $20 million investment between both organizations to fill a recreational void that's been missing in our community. The YMCA, being a nonprofit organization, is a great partner for us to have to bring this facility to Shorewood. The Greater Joliet Area YMCA serves residents from Will and Grundy counties, further drawing more people to our community. As it sits, our plan for this project, we will have a groundbreaking this fall. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the Village of Shorewood does not have a park district. We have had to rely on our neighboring communities for a recreational aspect. Our board, with the YMCA, didn't take this decision lightly, and at times there was very spirited discussions, which rightfully so. But in the end, everybody realized the greater good and the amenity that our community was missing. We couldn't do this alone. And to have the YMCA as a partner is a great success for us. Groundbreaking this fall, a 50,000 square foot facility, the YMCA moving their corporate offices to the Village of Shorewood, facility to have a gymnasium, indoor walking track, pool for aquatics, before and after school care, classroom spaces, community room spaces, approximately 150 new jobs to the community, full-time and part-time. And let's not forget the construction jobs that they're going to bring along the way when we build this. It's anticipated it's going to bring approximately 650 visits a day to this facility, which helps bring new growth potential to the western edge of our town. All of this thought through for the last couple of years. And at times it may have seemed like it was painstakingly slow, but I assure you that was everybody behind the scenes working out the kinks and making certain we had a clear vision on how to get this project done. So as you can see, it's been a very exciting and a successful year in the Village of Shorewood. We are continuing to grow responsibly. We are attracting new businesses to the area, as well as providing new jobs and opportunities for people of all ages. I will continue to showcase Shorewood because I believe this is the place to be. I appreciate everyone coming out today. Thank you.